So, here we go guys, this is House of the Dead 2. I can see myself, so we should be good to go. So this is original mode. As you can see, it'll be a bit different. And I basically just skipped all the main menu stuff, so what we're going to do is we click Bullet Blow. That does gives you more damage. And then as you can see from the different power-ups we have here, you can get like base lure, and you can also like make yourself look like the Amy, because you don't play as Amy, Goldman, all that stuff. But we take an infinite ammo, so infinite chamber, and we're just going to go straight into it. So I'll give you a countdown for time, and we should go in 3, 2, 1, start. Cool, so this is House of the Dead 2. I'm using a nunchuck and a Wii remote. You might be wondering, why have you got a nunchuck for a real shooter game? I'll show you why. I'll try and hopefully get you to demonstrate it in a good way. So you can shoot. And see that? How I'm shooting? I'm pressing it once, but I'm pressing my nunchuck and as a second shot, and it shouldn't work like that, but it does. So you can use both of them and just spam shoot. It's very interesting. It's quite good, to be honest. But I can see on the timer's not actually started, so I can back up reset if you want. But I don't know. But if it's fine, just keep going. I just keep going. There's sadly no end game timer for this though, so
I don't want to die.
It's up to you guys if you want. I'll just keep going until somebody says anything's wrong. So what you do is you save her for time, because basically in this game you can save survivors and stuff compared to like other House of Dead games. And I don't know if you can in the first one, but you save him because then you take a different route. And for a real shooter game, when it came out, which is this is a long old game, as you can tell from the graphics, it's quite interesting how you can take different routes. You're meant to kill him or let him die. You can kill them or let him die. If you personally kill them, you lose a life, which is at the bottom left. But it doesn't really matter because we won't take enough damage. You shouldn't really take damage unless it's from the boss fights, because like I said, you've got infinite ammo. So what you see here, you shoot the boy, just how it is. Because if you save people, they sometimes play a cutscene, and you know they go, "Oh, thank you for saving me," and of course that takes up precious time that we don't have, because you want to try and get this done as quick as possible. So again, here you let her die, and then you kill him, because on your right, or where that wooden planks are, if you kill the zombie before it throws the barrel at her, another zombie will come, and then you shoot that zombie, and then she'll go, "Oh, thank you for saving my life." And then sometimes they give you a heal, but of course because you're playing it with infinite ammo, you should never need to reload, so it's pretty good. This is the first boss fight, Judgment. So what you do is, the weak point is the flying guy, but what you can do as well is you can just shoot where my crosshair is, like my arrow pointer, and it also does damage as well. But it's easier just to shoot him, and then so what I'll do is I'm just going to spam shoot him until do enough damage, and then if you quickly do it enough, you should be able to stun lock him. Have I got it? I almost got it. It could have been a bit faster, but with infinite ammo and the bullet blow of course does more damage, so therefore you get the basically you can just hit stun that boss, so he basically doesn't get to fly around, because usually what he does is he flies like left and right, up and down, to try and make you miss, because on the usual game mode you only have, I think it's 6 bullets or 5, and you've got a flick to reload like you do in the arcade. So this is a good way to break your Wii remote from just spamming B. But what you do is you let this speedruns, as much as it's, you know, you're killing the undead, you also let a lot of people die. It's just how it is. It's quite funny. So you also shoot her, because then you just kind of look at her body and then you move away, instead of her getting up and going, "Thank you for, you know, saving my life," and stuff like that. It just is a lot easier. So here we go, another new enemy, chainsaw guy. And it's basically just, you know, it's strange, because again, it's a real shooter. You just think, oh, it's how fast you can pull the trigger, but there is actually a certain way you have to go. I think. Not really fully tested the other ways, but when I, you know, grinded the game, I did test this way, and this way seems the fastest. So, like, could you imagine going to the arcade, you know, playing this game with your friend and completing it in under 20 minutes? You know, back in the day, I can imagine doing that. So it's quite mad on this. And I guess I'll talk about the comparison between this version and the Wii version. this is the Wii version, the PC version. So the PC version, people use the aim, not aim, auto clicker, that's what I'm looking for. So basically it clicks for them. You also let them die because then they don't do the cutscene. But I feel like I like playing the Wii version better. Because even though technically you have an auto clicker if your fingers are fast enough with the nunchuck and you're pressing the B button, it's just better. Because then you're actually aiming instead of using the mouse. I feel like it's a bit brings the nostalgia back from actually using a handgun in like the real shooter in the arcade machine. What I'm looking for. So they're like. So I'm just basically trying to show you guys. So here, watch. I press B and I press Z on the nunchuck. So it shoots twice. But if you press Z by itself, it doesn't shoot. Oh, I should probably put it there. So it's very. It's an interesting find. Whoever found that on a forum I read. Is fair play to them, because I would have never, you know, decided to put this game with a nunchuck. But I have a feeling it might have been something to do with the Wii Zapper. Somebody found it when playing with the Wii Zapper. Maybe the Z button on the Wii Zapper, if there is one, did that. I don't know. Yeah, the desync might be the console. It is a Wii. Using a newer Elgato, plus I'm still using HDMI, I'm not using the old components. So the sound might be desynced, you know, I'm just unlucky. Oh, that's unlucky as well. 1 HP left. So that's that boss done, another boss. Just another weak point. It says heart. Fish guy. Again, I guess each boss actually has a theme. You know, that's kind of the water level and it's a fish. Again, nothing to do with the fact the last boss fight was a big stone guy without a head, like a big monster, had like our body armor and stuff. But
it's been a while, hasn't it?
So this is original mode. So arcade mode is like the arcade machine. And you'd think that would be original mode. Like original mode would be the way they intended the game to be played with, you know, oh, you have 5 bullets, you have 3 health, you have no credits. But for some reason, original mode is this mode where you can have power-ups and stuff. And because we're doing a speed run and you want to complete the game as fast as possible, you have infinite ammo and bullet blow. So just means I don't have to flick my Wii remote like crazy off the screen.
I'll open the water gate for you.
And also, if you've been noticing, it's you know, big on knowing exactly where zombies are going to be. So of course the zombies don't change spawns. It's not RNG, they always spawn in the same place. So it's just knowing where the zombies are going to spawn and being able to flick your Wii remote like to exactly where they are. So there's a health thing here. There you go.
James, you go from the underground passage.
Yeah, so even though it will say this is, you know, original mode single player, it's also like any percent as well. It's just a different category. It's just, you know,
My friends went inside.
it's the way the Wii, it's the way it is. It's because there's so many modes and like there's different ways, there's different difficulties. But I feel like if you play this, because you can have like you can set the settings like 9 credits, 5 lives. But if you play original mode, you only get 5 credits, 3 lives. So I don't know if the difficulty makes a difference on this, but because it's a speedrun, you play on very easy. So we have another boss fight. This is Tower, and so basically the weak spot is the mouth. But as you can see, I shouldn't take that damage. It's my bad. But the mouth is the weak spot. So they usually the mouth opens and it like kind of glows orange, and that's the one you can shoot. But we can shoot all of them because it's the infinite ammo. So even if the mouth opens a little bit, you can still get damage off. So that boss has 3 cycles, and with bullet blow as well, because of infinite ammo and the Z mechanic, you can get a lot of shots off, and I feel like it's not intended to do that much damage, but it does. So this game's 6 chapters, and we're on the 4th, I think. Or was it 3rd? I think it's 4th.
Everything's set.
Sorry for coughing, it's just... I always forget to bring water when I do these.
What happened?
And I forget how
to
much I
Gary?
taught that you have to, you know, commentate and stuff, so I always end up having to cough, so...
Oh no, you gotta stay hydrated.
I know, I don't have the bot. Disappointing. Almost shot him with just instinct from shooting all the survivors, but you keep him alive because it lets you skip the part where you like follow him and chase him down. So you want to avoid shooting that door because it gives you a power up, and in this mode as well, if you shoot certain things, the game lets you like inspect them,
Thanks for saving me.
and then you can get a power up that you can use next run. So like when you choose sort of the power ups. So you want to try and avoid those rooms because it slows the game down.
Is this the Colosseum?
Right, so next boss fight. We are just chilling now. This is... oh, what's the name? I'm gonna see if I can remember off the top of my head. Nah, I can't. We'll find out. This is a big chainsaw guy. Is it not Nightmare? Oh, it's Strength. That was not close whatsoever. Would make sense. So just another big chainsaw guy. Head's the weak spot. But you can shoot his body as well, and it'll do some damage, like minimal. But I feel like having this boss fight, letting him get close to you, isn't that a bit of a deal, because the chainsaw, like as you can see there, I'm shooting his head, but the game's not registering the damage. It only registers it at some point, so because his chainsaw blocks all the damage anyway. So he throws an axe at you, you just shoot that away. Let me see, you just keep shooting him. Sadly, it's one of those games there's not any skips, it's literally just, you know, shooting him. Oh my god. Ooh. I need to make sure I do this fast so I don't choke or something. Oh. This happened last time. ESA, I forgot water. Always do this, but we move on, we power through. Luckily it's not like a 2 hour long run. It's a nice little short game. Now again, you can play co-op as well. I could have brought I should have done like a LAN co-op, but I guess, you know, COVID, social distancing and all that. It'd have been cool if I could have done that as an actual event. And maybe the people who did House of the Dead 3 ESA could have done that. Could have done that House of the Dead 2 one. So what we're doing now is, I don't know if the developers wanted this or not. I feel like they maybe ran out of, I don't want to say ideas, but they're like, oh, what happens if we just put all the bosses in again? So you pretty much just you shoot all the bosses again. You basically just go through the boss gauntlet. But I guess also if you think about it, it's going to be a credit machine. It's, you know, you do all these hard bosses on no ammo, and like, you know, you're paying your €1 or £1 or, you know, $1 for the game, and you then have to, you know, it's a credit. You just keep having to, then you get a hard boss fight again. I didn't get the stun lock this time, but it's okay. Also, low key, the audio desync might be from how fast I'm shooting, because like, of course the game audio is not meant to have this much shooting. Like, it's meant to be, you know, like you shoot 5 bullets, you flick off and reload, 5 bullets, you reload. But having, you know, if there's a way to count rounds per minute, like how fast I'm shooting, it was probably pretty fast. So even if I was just spamming B by itself, but the fact that if you press the nunchuck quick enough, you actually get an extra 2 shots off. Oh, nice, I got him. Nice, so I got him before he jumped. So usually he does the push the stick up and he jumps, and then you have to shoot him as he's falling down. But if you shoot quick enough, you can get his heart opening again, and you can shoot him. So it's quite good. Let's see if I can do this right. Nice, cool. So you don't want to open that door to the left, because you would look at it for like 2 seconds, look at the power up, and you don't want that. So I time my shots there, because if you just spam shoot, the way the car jerks, it can put your aim towards the power up. So we have the best boss fight in the game. Another reused asset from House of Dead 1, but it's the Magician, the best boss fight music. You know, it's all good. Sadly, I can't hear it because of, like I said, the audio HDMI thing, and I don't want it playing from a monitor. So I'll let you guys and hopefully listen to it before I spam shoot. So I'm gonna go for his leg. The leg's the weak spot. I always get hit. That's really bad. I didn't do any damage to him. I've been recently bad at this boss fight. It's better though. He'll do a one more and then he'll. Is it one more? No, it's 2 more. Here we go. So you just shoot him now, and that's that. So of course, in this game, like usually it gets to a certain point, and then the boss will do like a charge attack. But with infinite ammo and bullet blow, the weak point is so exposed, you just shoot it a lot. So, alright, he's fine. I'm quite glad I'm doing one of your favourite games. Like I said, you know, everybody's, if you haven't, you know, when you're a kid, I guess, or even as an adult, if any arcades are still running, you know, you've got a House of Dead game in it, whether it be 4 or 3 with a pump shotgun. The game just desyncs here, it just lags for some reason, don't know why. It's not to do with me spam shooting, it literally just slows down. I don't know if it's my Wii, my disc, but it just slows down here for some reason. We need that new House of Dead game. It's in Japan. Scarlet Dawn. There's a new House of Dead game. It's in Japan, I'm sure. Scarlet Dawn. I don't know if I think it's a prequel. I don't know, because like, if you don't know, House of Dead 3 is actually is the sequel to 4, but they did it the other way around for some reason, just to be different. So here we go. We have the boss fight again. Gotta shoot the mouth. That's that done. I'm looking at the time just off my screen because I know we had it been a bit delayed. Like it was delayed, and we're getting near the end. And I actually got the world. I've got the world record for this category on Wii, and I did that actually at a UKSG event 2 years ago. It was an online anniversary, I'm sure. And we're getting near the time, and I'm thinking, am I that slow because of that delay, like compared time-wise? But I guess, what, 16 finishes boss fight. It doesn't really matter. So, this is the final boss fight of the game. I'm giving you guys warning. The second the boss health goes to 0, that's time. It's very hard to split yourself because you're using both hands. So his weak points is heart. You just take the damage, it doesn't really matter. It's such a hard weak point to get sometimes. So he transforms into... Oh, this is good. That's good RNG. Really good RNG. Yeah, because now he might... Does he transform into his ball? Not yet, not yet. Now he will. Cool. Look at the damage. Okay, so time's going to be coming up very soon. So the second the health... I'll say it as well. And time. So that's the game.
GG.
Yeah, that's House of Dead 2. Very short game. With infinite ammo, it makes it a lot easier. It's just, you know, so that boss fight there, he's meant to, so when you play it on your, or the arcade machine or casually, he'll transform into each boss you've fought at a different random order. RNG, you can have the same boss like 5 times. But luckily we got a good RNG pattern where he didn't really transform, so you just got to shoot him a lot, and then after that, he transforms into a ball, and he has like things flying around it to defend himself. But because it's infinite ammo again, you just spam it, and that's that. But yeah, looking at the time on, I don't know how long the delay was, but I'm probably going to go back and time it myself and see if it was how close it was to the original run 2 years ago that we did at UKSG. That's pretty much the game. Because I don't have infinite ammo, basically every time you complete the game with the power-ups, of course, they take them away from you. So because I've only got one bullet blow, I don't watch the credits. I make sure I basically just turn my Wii off so it saves the data. So that's me pretty much done, guys. So thank you for watching. I've been DeanoWeb. I'll actually be hosting tomorrow, so if you are watching any runs between 9 and 1, you'll hear my voice again if you like the Scottish accent. But yeah, that's me done, guys. Thank you for watching House of Dead, and I'll hopefully see you guys later.
Yeah, thank you very much for that run.
No
It
problem.
was really fun.
Cheers.